just as far as, respect-wise, just acknowledging, the fact that I've worked my tail off, all season for this organization. It just shows a lot, it shows a lot in their character and they're true to their word.
All right, B-Mac, that was Philadelphia Eagles running back LeGarrette Blount explaining his affection for the coaching staff there in Philly after head coach Doug Peterson said that Blount was still the starter. His carries aren't going to change. Why would they? Well, they just brought this guy in from Miami, Jay Ajayi, wearing Brian Westbrook's old number 36. Let's bring in Mike Sielski now with the Philadelphia Inquirer. Mike, should we be skeptical when Peterson says that Blount's carries won't be reduced?
We definitely should be skeptical for a couple of reasons. Number one, now the Eagles went from having maybe not enough good running backs to too many good running backs. LeGarrette Blount so far has been the workhorse among the committee members in that backfield. But now that Jay Ajayi is here, he was the bell cow for the Miami Dolphins. And it's logical to think that once he gets assimilated into the lineup, that it's going to be LeGarrette Blount's workload that gets cut so that Ajayi can be a bigger part of the offense. The other factor you have to take into consideration here is that Ajayi is a better blocker than LeGarrette Blount. And blitz pickup and the protection of Carson Wentz have been big issues for the Eagles despite their 7-1 start. It was something that they had to get shored up, and they hope that Ajayi is going to help in that regard.
All right, Mike, thanks a lot. B-Mac, let's get your take on the Philadelphia running back situation. Doug Peterson saying LeGarrette Blount is still a starter. His carries won't be affected. So do you believe him? And if you do, what does that mean for Ajayi getting into this offense?
I believe him initially.
Okay.
Because it will take time for Jay Ajayi to get comfortable with that playbook. He just was in Miami a week ago, played for the Dolphins last Thursday night. Now he's in Philadelphia. So it's going to take some time for him to get extremely comfortable in that playbook when it comes to running the football, different terminology he will have to learn. So I see LeGarrette Blount remaining the starter for at least a few more weeks. But I think this was more of a move to shore up their backfield going forward after 2017, because we know LeGarrette Blount, he's only on a one-year deal.
Right.
And I don't know whatever it is with LeGarrette Blount. He seems to play real good football, but there hasn't been any teams willing to go out on the limb to give him a quality 3 or 4 year deal.
Right.
He's been stuck with these 1 year deals. We saw that most frequently in New England. And now with LeGarrette leading the league in touchdowns, rushing touchdowns a year ago, that only got him a 1 year deal with Philadelphia, and he was one of the last big names to sign this past offseason. So I believe Philadelphia sees Jay Ajayi as a big-time priority in what they're trying to do as far as chasing the championship. But you know what? They feel like in 2018, we don't have to go out on a limb and look for another running back. He could be our running back for the future.